The last sentence of our vision statement is that our approach expands each Latin learner's capacity for purposeful learning, whether in our school, our city, or our world. Now, I know that there are lots of independent schools who have that vision, lots of independent schools who make that statement, lots of independent schools who have that intention. And I think that's awesome. I think that is the beauty of being an independent school. We have the opportunity and the flexibility to create curriculum and experiences outside of the walls of our school, outside of the realm of a traditional curriculum. We're able to expose students to experiences that are real world experiences in terms of community engagement, where they can begin to reflect on a couple of things. One, as teachers and as students themselves, you get an opportunity to think about the social emotional development and growth that's happening based on those experiences that students are having. And so students and teachers get a sense to understand the impact that one can have on a community, what that feels like. There is no way to manufacture that. You must do it. You must simply do it. And so that engagement and that sort of activity in a community allows one to have the actual feeling and to reflect on the feeling of what it's like to have an impact. That sense of developing empathy and growth, there is no other way to do that in independent schools. And independent schools have the opportunity to create the environment to make that happen. And so that kind of engagement in community and community connection allows students and teachers to be intentional about growth and development from a social, emotional perspective, to understand how you can give and not receive, to understand how you can enjoy being proud of yourself and being proud of a community and others outside of yourself. Those are simply dispositions that don't come from inside the classroom, but come outside the classroom. And the degree to which independent schools can begin to notch up their attention to that kind of growth and development, I think we become better schools for our kids and for our future. The second aspect that connects to this kind of engagement, this community engagement outside of our school, is that students become more aware socio-politically. They get into a community and they begin to understand the ramifications of politics, of history, the difficulty inherent in these communities where to create change. And students, as you know, are earnest. They will dive into those particular aspects. And so, again, these are tangible and real, and students will certainly be attracted to them. And so the socio-political opportunities that exist are there as well. We've created just north of our school a partnership with a community, and we call it the Uptown Partnership. And we have a space there now, frankly, and we call it Third Space. And we use that name because first space is where you live, second space is where you work, and third space is where you create community. And so intentionally, we wanted to be proximate, based on Brian Stevens' premise that in order to make real change in the world, you need to be proximate to the people that you are working with. And so that proximity has allowed us to really get to know the community getting to know our students and our school. And that relationship and that growth has been phenomenal. And it's been there for the school to see and for the students to see. And so community engagement, the inherent value of social emotional growth as well as social political awareness is there is no other way, and this is the best way for independent schools to craft curriculum and intentionality that will make our schools stronger, but more importantly than that, they make our kids ready to make a difference in the world.